Hey guys, are you ready to make the most amazing chicken salad you've ever had? This is not your grandma's chicken salad. Nothing against grandma though. Okay, I love grandma's chicken salad. This is just different. We've got roasted chicken, we've got tomatoes, we've got feta cheese, we've got basil and red onions and pine nuts and garlic and bacon. Oh my. This literally has everything you could possibly want in a salad, and that's what we're making today. Let's go get started. Hey there, welcome to this video and my channel. My name is Heather. I am the owner, creator, and official dishwasher here at A Wicked Whisk, and today we are working on the most ultimate perfect chicken salad. This is not your garden variety chicken salad that you bring to picnics and throw a little bit of mayonnaise in a bowl. This is the ultimate chicken salad. We got bow tie pasta, roasted pine nuts, some garlic, some basil, some chicken, seasoned chicken. You've got, you like feta cheese, add feta. You want goat, add goat cheese. You know, it's got everything. And you can ready in 30 minutes. You can serve it hot. You can serve it cold. It's the Lollapalooza of chicken salads. It's honestly my favorite, and it's my family's favorite. I've been making this salad before I even started this food blog, and I've had this blog for 10 years. So that should tell you it's awesome. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you everything you need to make this salad. The first thing we're going to get started with is making your pasta. Grab a great big pot of water, salt it very generously, and make your pasta following the manufacturer's instructions. When it's done, drain it and set it aside. Next up is the chicken. I season my chicken breast very well because there's nothing worse than grabbing a bite of chicken and it's just blah. So I season real strong with either just Cajun seasoning or a mix of Cajun seasoning and the Kinder's The Blend. It's awesome. It's like a salt, pepper, garlic, zingy mixture. But honestly, whatever your favorite way to season chicken is perfectly fine. There are no wrong answers. When they're fully seasoned, go ahead and move them either to an oven, 350 degrees for 25 minutes, or I like to do mine in the air fryer for about 13 minutes on one side, 10 minutes on the other at 350 as well. It's just any way you feel comfortable making your chicken, go for it. Pasta is boiling, the chicken is baking. Now it's time to hit up the bacon. Grab your favorite little baking pan there, and I normally add a sheet of parchment paper for easy cleanup. I've got 5 pieces of bacon. You can even go as far as 6 if you really want to add the whole bacon experience to this pasta salad. But go ahead and lay them out. Get them to your oven, 400 degrees for about 20 minutes or until they reach the crispiness that's going to make you the happiest. You can also do this in the microwave. Cook them usually about 4 or 5 minutes, or you can even do this in a skillet. Now that the chicken and the bacon are baking, we are going to go ahead and work on all of the chop and drop items. So take your basil. I remove the leaves from the stems. I stack the leaves up on top of each other as much as I can, as neatly as I can. And then I go ahead and roll them all together almost like in a great big, kind of like a basil burrito, if you will. I take a really sharp knife and making very thin cuts, slice that basil as thin as I can. Once that's all cut, just simply move it off to the side or in a little bowl to keep it all contained. Go ahead and grab your red onion. I like to make slices going in one direction and then turn it a quarter of a way and make slices going in the other direction and then dice. And to me, that's the easiest way to do a small dice on an onion. Once you do probably a third of the onion, again, move it off to the side or to a small bowl. Onto the garlic. I like to add my garlic to a little mini food processor because with just a couple of little zhuzhs, they're all done. They're all chopped, and I'm not spending a million years chopping garlic, and that makes me happy. Bacon is out of the oven. We're going to go ahead and move that to a plate with some paper towels to let that grease drain off, and then we're going to go ahead and chop that, not super fine, but just chop it into bite-sized pieces and then set it aside. Next, let's move on to the pine nuts. Add your pine nuts into a dry pan, heat over medium-high heat, and continuously stir those pine nuts. You want them to toast up beautifully. You want them to really start smelling very fragrant. And then once they are 100% toasted, go ahead and move them into a small bowl and set that aside. Move your pan back to the burner, add a tablespoon of butter, and then add all of that amazing garlic that you chopped.
I am absolutely not going to tell you how much garlic to use. I use 5 or 6 cloves. If you're happier with using only 1 or 2 cloves, by all means, do what's going to be best for you and your family. But add that garlic in, let that butter melt, move that garlic around for about a minute. It's going to start getting real fragrant. Your house is going to smell so garlically amazing. And once it's all done, go ahead and add that, stir it in real well to the pasta you have set aside so that all that buttery garlic goodness is coating all of the pasta that you've already cooked. So let's go ahead and start putting this all together. Add in those toasted pine nuts. You're going to hold a little bit out so that when the salad is ready to be served, you can sprinkle a little bit on top and just kind of dress that salad so it looks real pretty. Add in your red onions, add in the basil, again, keep a little bit out of each of those ingredients, and add in the chicken and the bacon. Next, I grab my grape tomatoes. I slice them in half. I grab maybe about a cup, maybe a cup and a half, depending on how many tomatoes I really think the salad needs. And then I mix half of those in, and then the other half I will garnish again on top of the salad. Finally, add in that creamy feta cheese or goat cheese if you're even using that, and just add a little bit into the salad and then use the rest to top off the pasta salad. You don't want it to break into tiny little pieces or melt if you're serving it warm. So usually save that part for last, and then add all of those little ingredients that you've held off, top it, make it beautiful, finish it off with a drizzle of olive oil and a big squeeze of lemon, and you have an amazing summer salad that is perfect to serve any time of the year. Hey y'all, like seriously,
So good. So good. Go make this now. You don't even have to share it. Make the whole thing and eat it all yourself. So good. Thanks for joining me. See you next week. Bye.